Hello students, welcome back. So students, in today's session we will discuss on market integration. So all of you know that marketing is a very important activity for any business. So the integration, I think you all are aware about the word integration, which means there is a combination, or you can say there is a cooperation or coordination between the firms. So integration means they come together for some special purpose or for obtaining some specific objectives. So that is the meaning of integration. So market integration is a process where the different firms they combine their activities, or they come together for achieving some marketing objectives. So that is the meaning of market integration means there is a combination, there is a expansion, or there is a synergy between the different companies. So there are different definitions which are given by different authors. So now we will discuss on the definition given by Coles and Wool for market integration. So according to Coles and Wool, the market integration, so both define market integration as a process which refers to expansion of firms by consolidating additional marketing functions and activities under a single management. So according to Coles and Wools, they given the definition as market integration means it is a process. So integration, it is a process. So through integration, this process refers to expansion of firms. So there is a expansion means there may be some additional activities, there may be some additional product, you can say there may be the addition into the product line, in the product width or depth, anything, but there is a expansion in firms by consolidating additional marketing functions. So if company they are consolidating, they are adding the more functions in their current marketing activities, then it is known as management. So if any company they are adding the new functions, they are adding any new activity, and they are expanding their business, then this process is called as a market integration. So this definition is given by Coles and Wools. So there are so many examples of market integration. So first one is setting up of milk processing plant. Suppose farmers they are taking the production of milk and they started their own milk processing unit, that may be the in small level, or it may be the at large level. So adding extra more functions. So as of you, we discussed so many times market integrations. So if the farmers has started the processing of milk, if previously he is taking only the production of milk and he added one more activity, that is processing of milk, then that process, that extra activity and that total process we can know as a market integration. So market integration is nothing but whatever current activity they are performing, adding one more single activity, adding one more activities into that, then we can know it as a market integration. For example, again the another example, that is establishment of wholesale facilities by retailers. So if there is any retail shop and they are into the retailing of products, along with retailing, if they have started the wholesale facilities, then it also be known as a market integration. And integration shows the relationship of firms in a market. So integration which shows the relationship of different firms in the market. So in a integration there are three types. So integration can be classified as a three. First one is horizontal integration, then vertical integration and conglomeration. So let's see one by one. The first one, that is horizontal integration. So I think horizontal, you all are know what is mean by horizontal. So horizontal means in a one line. For example, uh, just like this line, sub company is performing this function, now they are dealing with similar type of function, so it's a horizontal in line or horizontal integration. So when a firm gains control over the other firms performing similar marketing functions, so if one company they are into the retailing and they have the control, or they gain a control on another firm who is into the retailing, then that is known as a horizontal integration. So company gain a control on another firm which are into the same activity, or they are performing the same activity. Then some marketing agencies, just like a sellers, combine to form a union with view to reducing their effective number and the extent of competition in the market. So horizontal integration, it may be occurs for reducing the competition. So different firms who are into the same activity, who are into the same functions, they come together and they form a one union, and under this union they can sell their products. So due to the union they reduce their competition and everyone will gain the profit. So that is another function of horizontal integration. So horizontal integration means it is a combination of firms or integration of firms who are into the same marketing function or who are into the same activity of marketing. Sometimes the another feature of horizontal integration is that the different firms who are performing similar activity, they come together, they form one union and they reduce the competition. So it will helps to keep a keep all the competitors in the market, and everyone will gain the profit in the market through horizontal integration. And then horizontal integration is advantageous for the numbers who join the group. So in this type horizontal integration, so all members who join the groups, they will be benefited, they are the benefited because they are sharing the all the activities. And if the farmers join hands and forms cooperatives, they are able to sell their produce in bulk and reduce their cost of marketing. So in a integration, if farmers they come together, they form some cooperative unions for selling their products. So due to the cooperation, they can take a bulk production, they can take a, or due to the bulk production and bulk transportation, farmers can reduce the marketing cost. Then the horizontal integration of selling firms is not in the interest of consumer or buyers. So horizontal integration is a benefited for the company, benefited for the sellers or the firms who are into the market, but it is not benefited to the customers, it is benefited to the manufacturers or sellers. So it is a view, it is a benefited to the, you can say, producers. So this is what about horizontal integration. The next type we have in integration, that is vertical integration. So a vertical integration occurs when firms perform more than one activity in the sequence of marketing process. So students, in last part, in last type we discussed that vertical integration, horizontal integration perform the similar activity or similar functions, but in vertical integration there is a addition of one more activity in a marketing function. So if there is a related activity is added in the marketing, their current marketing activities, then it is known as a vertical integration. So vertical integration means nothing but adding one more activity in a current activity. So that is a vertical, and in horizontal means performing the same activity. If firms assumes the functions of the commission agent as well as retailing. So if firm is into the as a working as a commission agent, and they also performing the retailing activity, then it is known as vertical integration. So vertical integration again subdivided into two types, that is forward integration and backward integration. So forward integration means adding the one more activity of a forward process. For example, suppose the firm into the production process, and they started the new activity of processing, then it is a forward integration. Or after the processing they are into the wholesaling, then it is a forward integration. But if firms are into the retailing, and along with retailing they have started the wholesaling activity, then it is a backward linkages. So forward linkages means the firms adding the forward activities just like this flow, and backward linkage means company are into these functions and they are adding the previous activity of the marketing, so that is a backward integration. And the last type of market integration, that is a conglomeration. So conglomeration, it is again one of the type of market integration, but in this integration the firms are not dealing with the similar activity, but they are dealing with the totally different activities, means they are performing the activities which are not related to each other. So those activities are totally different from each other, or they are not any way connected with each other, so that is a conglomeration. So conglomeration, it is a combination of agencies or activities not directly related to each other. So as I told, in a conglomeration the activities are not directly related to each other, may when it operates under a united management but term as a conglomeration. So they are not in a similar type, or they are not performing similar activity, but they are into the integration and they operate it together, so it is known as conglomeration. And the example of conglomeration is Hindustan Lever Limited, Delhi Cloth, and General Mill Cloth. So if one company which is into the cloth industry, and they have started the mill, general mill of oil or some other things, so it is known as a conglomeration. So both activities are totally different. So this is what about the market integration. So students, in today's session we discuss about the meaning of market integration and the different types of market integration. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any queries, you can ask me on our group. Thank you.